Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. We are on our fourth lesson today with Abramar, I believe, so we're about to learn about Earth. He says, today's lesson is about Earth. This is a powerful one. Weren't the other ones powerful as well? Well, of course. But this one is pure potential. Literally, power. Okay, glad to see you excited. Let's begin the lesson, please. Okay, Earth. Earth, how can I sum it up? Earth represents determination, empowerment, everything that pushes you forward. Earth is grounding, support, the source, but also direction of your force. Earth is your drive. Earth is strength. That's it. But bear in mind that it doesn't only refer to your own capabilities, but also to the support of your allies. To master one's Earth is to be aware of where to look for potential, not to be drunk on one's power. Motherly love, loyalty, sisterhood, those are also forms of Earth energy. I understand. Now, for the third part of our contract, we will seal our Earth energies together. Lay the question on me. Remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. For the Earth Seal, what do you want to become your main source of determination? So we got love, conquest, or myself. Okay, so we're still going forward with the kind of mean and ruthless Fortuna. I want to do something a little different with this playthrough. We said knowledge, that the thing we wanted most was knowledge. But I'm gonna go back to the hardcore. She wants to defeat her rivals. Just self-actualization is not enough. She needs to be the best. Conquest, defeating my rivals. You sure are out for blood, eh? If I don't do something with this anger, I'm going to explode. If we transform it into fuel, we'll become unstoppable. I'm all in. Just bear in mind that after you get back at Adana, you'll need to find new rivals or your willpower will deflate. You just chose a never-ending path of competition. To me, Mars, that sounds awful. For Fortuna, seems about right. Now I will seal our Earth energies together. Get ready. Ugh. The power! I love Earth contracts. I almost vomited with this one. Yes, Earth has a lot of presence. I've seen other witches puke right after sealing it. I'm one of the tough ones then. Oh, you bet you are. You have been the first one not to cry during the ceremony. Although, we still have fire to seal. That one is painful even to me. Oh no. You can do this. Only one to go. Now to the fun part. Let's make a card. I just realized I didn't set my timer when I started this new episode. So I'm starting it now with the knowledge that it's a couple minutes behind. Let's review our deck. We have Lethargy, we have the Whistle Path. Okay, we can't make that. We can't make that. Or that. The Moonstone Temple. Enslavement, insignificance within the universe, and humility. We can make this the profound emotions. Not enough. We can do that. No. Rebirth. Gem Skull Belt. Communication with extra-dimensional beings. That's relevant to us. Titan Quarry. Their kind is unable to hurt a soul. This could be about, like, kindness and sharing. No one knows who erected them. You can see versions of yourself watching. Okay. I don't really know what that means. We could do the cocktail bar. So let's see. I'm liking the thought of communication with extra-dimensional beings. That's very relevant to our interests currently. Oh, I forgot to read it again. Dang it. Less than a century ago, the architect witch Gretha carved 13 skull-shaped rooms out of an asteroid belt, all connected by ivory walk bridges. The rumors say these chambers turn a witch's words into energy and allow them to communicate with extra-dimensional beings. Okay, yes, that's what I wanted. Not enough, not enough, not enough. Pilot from the Machina cult. Golems. According to scriptures found in a black hole. That could have something to do with communication with extra-dimensional beings. The dragon. Keeping treasure and grudges. Just like humans, male deerfolk can't become witches. That's interesting. And human men are blind to magic. But the deerfolk live in service to the coven. Interesting. We could do the avian dancer. That's about ecstasy and stuff. Growing and reading flowers. Okay, that seems a little too sensitive for what I have. I like this one. This will get rid of our air one. Oh, I forgot to read it again. Okay. The coven of the Machina cult erected these steel golems according to the instructions detailed in the scriptures that the Beldam automata handed to her coven after returning from a 70-year-long trip into a black hole. Fun. Energy resonances of Earth. Unshed tears of the dead. Makes grass sprout from every hole in the most arid soil. Trident that makes traitors bleed. Trapping demons. Okay. That could be something. Free from thieves and predators. Okay, that has to do with the Deerfolk Paladins. Snowcat eyes. A cat that will protect you. I like the thought of that, like, sledgehammer that can trap demons. I don't think that in the lore of this game, demons and extra-dimensional beings are the same thing. But, like, I like this idea of, like, treachery. Like, we find these supernatural beings, we force them to do our bidding, like the golems, and then we trap them. I don't know. Let's just see what this card ends up looking like. Ooh, is this... Oh, it's a mech. That's cool. Alright, so where on this thing do we want our mech to be standing? How about in the mouth of this thing? Yeah. I don't entirely know how it... Does the helmet go over the guy? I don't entirely remember how its body worked. I suppose I could go and check, but I don't really feel like it. So let's just try and replicate to the best of our abilities. Alright, let's... I'm guessing this is like its body. These are its arms. Oh, one of them should be this. Flip that. This is gonna look so derpy. It's fine though. And these were probably supposed to be its legs. So its body and legs are the same, basically. No, I didn't want to duplicate it. I wanted to flip it. And how about we have some bolts nailing it into the ground, into the skull here. This one is already down. This one, this can be like lodged in the tooth. Bring it forward. Like it's kind of about to like hammer it in. I don't know. I kind of like that. And this one is going to be called Autochton. Arcana are blessed by the power of the Gemskull Belt. Mecha pilots are excellent guardians. The obsidian sledgehammer fixates on offering empowering revelations. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility. Alliance, guardian, ego, indifference, stagnation. Okay, that's a very different story than what I was trying to tell, but so the Gemskull Belt just kind of blesses you. Immobility and guardianship. Okay, that works. Nicely done. Come upstairs and do a reading for me, would you? Okay, we have 3 cards now. Any ideas on what to read next? I'm going to read your desire. I want to find out what your true intentions are. You want to expose your teacher? You'll give me no quarter, huh? I'm game. Do your worst. I need to know for the sake of our relationship. The whistle path. So that's justice, purpose, luck, unexpected things for everyone to see. Okay. You would like to be almighty again, greater than this universe. You are resentful, but you don't seek vengeance, you seek acceptance. You would like to be summoned more often. You want more witches to desire you. I think it's not going to give us any air energy, but like I like this idea of wanting to be seen. You know, the description of this card says like you want to, it's there for everyone to see. So I kind of like this. You would like to be summoned more often. You want more wishes to desire you. Let's say that. You bet. I admit I have a strong fetish for witches. Whoa, dude. I don't think that's what Fortuna meant. Creepy. It's not like that. I'm not talking about sex exclusively. There is something tense and stimulating about becoming a witch's servant. Your desires are always so colorful. I just can't get enough of the rush that comes from satisfying a witch. Still sounds perverted to me. I won't argue that it's never a perversion. I am lucky my abilities are so tempting for your kind. I'm eager to see how our time together will play out. I predict that you're destined to stir things up, dramatically. You like that word, don't you, Abramar? You sure love drama. I was thinking the same thing, Fortuna. It's what makes existence worthwhile. I am a bit scared now, actually. Just a bit. I think I'm going to draw another card. Oh, what for? You're quite a difficult character to read. I just can't tell what your deal is. In addition to your desire, I need to ask, why do you behave like this? What do you mean by this? Shh, let the cards speak. Okay, so this is kind of looking for truth and power beyond the melancholy. You want to be my friend, you crave my approval. You are trying to seduce me. You feel the need to make your superiority clear. I mean, I'm kind of stuck between wanting to be my friend and wanting to seduce me. I feel like am I just saying that because the door here is the one that's like, oh, about the 7-year orgasm? Like, in the end, I think the meaning of this card is a little deeper than that, don't you think? Yeah, it's about introspection and wanting to look beyond what you already have. So I think you want to be my friend, you crave my approval. I'm not entirely just doing that for the extra air piece, or whatever you call it. You don't mince words, eh? That's just what the card said. Yes, but you're the one phrasing it. In any case, it comes as a surprise. I would never have pictured a superior being like you needing validation from someone like me. I wouldn't go as far as needing validation. But it is true that I would love to be friends. I like you a lot. Well, we only have each other now, so aren't we friends already? Nah, doesn't feel like it yet. I'd say for now we're partners at best. But I trust that in time we can develop a beautiful friendship beyond common interest. Or at least I hope you don't just dump me after you get what you want out of our contract. Do I smell abandonment issues here? If you only knew what I've been put through. I'm all ears. I'm not in the mood. Not with that attitude of yours. I'm sorry. I just find it amusing to see the forbidden behemoth of legend dealing with such mundane problems. Hey, personal relationships are far from mundane. They are one of the greatest energies of the cosmos. Air and water, remember? True. I'm sorry. You went in for the kill with this reading, didn't you? That's my divination style. If we don't dig into the intense stuff, we might as well just have a normal conversation. You're absolutely right. I can see I won't get bored with you. What now? I'm the one that needs some rest after today's session. Go ahead and review what we've studied so far, and get ready for tomorrow's lesson. Fire is the last seal, and also the most trying of the energies. Very well. Oh, is that supposed to be its body? These things? Do you believe your friends will understand why you summoned a forbidden behemoth? Will they tell on you to the coven? Had you discovered through your fortune-telling that a fellow witch had broken the same rule, you would have reported her, wouldn't you? Conflict. Ready for more? Yes. How have you found the ceremony so far? Do you want to review any elements before continuing? I don't think so. It was pretty basic stuff. Understood. What's the matter? You're not as chipper as usual. Yes, I'm sorry. Fire is usually my favorite lesson, and it marks the final step before our contract becomes effective, which I'm looking forward to. But I have a bad feeling about this. That's odd. Based on your act and all so far, I thought you enjoyed the threat of dire consequences. Oh, of course I do. That kind of adrenaline is my favorite thing in the cosmos. What is it then? Look, you're right. I better stop dwelling on silly worries and focus on our training. I'm just moody for some reason. It's not silly. What do you say we look into it with our cards after we finish today's session? That might be a good idea. That's one of the perks of being summoned by a fortune teller. So true. You're on. It'll be a good challenge as the final test on this new deck. That's the Abramar I know. I need you sharp for the final lesson. Fire it is, then. This element is usually feared by most and yearned for by those with ill will. But fire is more versatile than most magic practitioners think it is. Fire represents adversity, battle, everything that is against you. Fire is challenge, intimidation, the fuel of every battle. Fire is your wrath. Fire is conflict. Exactly. But don't just dwell on the negative aspects of that definition. Conflict also means growth. The only time fire is bad is when you're on the losing side. And even in defeat, there's a great deal of growth. We are the living example of that. Well, you're the one who told me that by saying I wanted conquest, I would be in an endless competition. So I should expect a lot of growth in my life then, shouldn't I? Master your fire, and you will conquer anything the cosmos throws at you. To tell you the truth, I'm more intimidated by water. I'm actually quite fond of fire. Maybe that's why we get along so well. Now, the final contract. This answer will affect your fate. Profoundly. For the fire seal, what will you sacrifice to access my magic? Alright. I think I'm going to choose the same answer that I did when I played the demo. Because I want to see how it plays out, and I think it fits with the way I'm playing Fortuna. I'm going to sacrifice the Coven. Mostly because they betrayed me, but also because I feel like this is the least selfish. Giving up a personal boon to you or someone you love, giving those up seem almost selfless because they're things that are very important to you. The Coven is something that's a little more outside of Fortuna, so I feel like she'd do the selfish thing and choose the thing that's least tied to her. The Coven. Wow, that is brutal. Why? It doesn't mean they'll all die. They could just disband, right? Yes, or they could be absorbed by a more powerful Coven. Or they could all fuse into a single all-too-powerful witch. I've seen it happen. There are many possibilities, but still, fuse everyone you know as a payment is wild. Do you want to reconsider? No, this is my final answer. As you wish. I will etch your decision into the cosmic wheel, and pray it doesn't break you apart when the time comes to pay the price. Brace yourself. Can't breathe. This pain, it burns. It's breaking my atoms apart. I love it. Help me. Fortuna? Oh. Watch this awesome cutscene. Yeah, we didn't even get through the prologue in our first episode. Oh, look at all these awesome looking characters. I can't wait to meet them. Oh, they all look so cool. Wake up. Fortuna, wake up. Chapter 1, Arbitrage. What happened? Sorry, I had to wake you up. You've been asleep for a couple of days. You dropped dead after we sealed the fire contract. I thought it might be too much, so I let you rest. I feel dizzy. I had the weirdest dreams. Oh yeah? What about? Can't remember, but it felt premonitory. I feel bad for waking you up, but you have some business to attend to. What do you mean? Look at the window. You've got a visitor. That falcon. That's a familiar from an Arbiter. What's an Arbiter? The Arbiter office is an organism composed of former witches, unaffiliated with any coven, that ensures no witch is operating outside the laws of the magical pact. They also rule over conflicts between different covens, and rarely interfere with internal affairs. It was founded about 4,000 years ago, so it makes sense you don't know them? Yeah, this happened during my slumber. Why were they created? Well, both the Arbiters and the Magical Pact were created after an especially bloody witch war that ended with our coven burning 87 witches instead of a white star. I love that take on burning witches, so taking it extremely literally. Brutal. To avoid future atrocities, some witches vowed to stop using magic and focus exclusively on keeping the peace. In the beginning, it was a group of devotees who wanted to avoid tragedy, but nowadays it's mainly composed of outcasts that have to serve the Arbitrage office as a lifelong punishment. Wow, things have gotten a lot bleaker since I was last put to sleep. This all happened before my time, but I'm more afraid of having witch wars than witch cops. What do you think the Arbiter wants? Maybe they noticed I summoned you? That's impossible. My arts are untraceable. Then there's only one way to find out. Let's invite her over. Sure, I'll make myself invisible whenever you get a visit. Also, you have some energy pool from sealing the fire contract in case you want to expand your deck before inviting the Arbiter over. Okay, plus I still owe you a reading, right? Don't worry about it. There'll be time for that. Okay, but you're not off the hook. We'll look into what worries you eventually. As if I could escape you. Alright. Let's do it. Let's make a card. And I'll get to you later, Owl. Autochton, Lethargy, and the Whistled Path. Okay. So, we have some of everything. We only have one heir still. Cemetery for witches who dare to tamper with time. Pleasant Prairie. Sounds nice, but maybe not. Insignificance and humility. Profound emotions. Earth sediments wake up and transform into bone daemons. Dahlia hunts them and uses their bodies and innards. Ooh. Every letter that was never sent or never got to its destination. War. A forbidden behemoth imprisoned in the core of a star. This is the rebirth one. Don't have enough for that. This is like kindness or whatever. Not sure about that one. Blacksmiths. A city of blacksmiths built in the skeleton of a titanic behemoth. Red Strings Club. Factory. Expansion and whatnot. I kind of like the sound of... This sounds fun. I need to read it. I keep doing that. I set these rules for myself and then I don't follow them. Home of Dahlia, the Daggersmith Witch. The white sands of this dominion are cursed. Earth sediments wake up and transform into bone demons. Dahlia hunts them and uses their bodies and innards to craft ceremonial knives. A goddess in love with a sidereal snake. Ever-burning passion. Wolf, mother, and children. Duchess of Solace, Dominatrix, Pyre for the Heretic, the Purple Blood Seeker, Coyote Gunslinger, Hunting, the Bartender, the Avian Dancer, and the Florist. Maybe the Florist. We could have... So we have Dahlia, the Huntress, who creates these demons only to hunt and kill them. How about someone who wants to understand the things around him rather than killing and using them? A very old man that has given his entire life to the art of growing and reading flowers. He's got to know not only their names and properties, but their effects on the hearts of mortals. We could also try to make something a little more balanced this time. Since they always warn me that, too much earth will lead to what have you, I don't know. Okay, so we have Bottomless Jug, Asteroids, Astral Bodies with a Destination, that's kind of fun. Ruby Candle Lamp, I like that. Traders, Secrets, Light on Fire, if you whisper the name of the beast they came from. Not enough for that. Eyes for the Night, Pain for the Wraith. Ooh. Swordfish Liquor. Hunter Witch Rifle. That's another secret thing. I mean, the rifle kind of goes with... I kind of like the idea of... Like, okay... We're sitting down here at the base of this structure. And like... From off screen, there's a gun. And like, bullets are whistling past him. Pew, pew. 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 But he's just kind of calmly sitting there, contemplating his surroundings. I'll just send that to the back so it's not like it's shooting at him. And he's got his flowers next to him. He's got flowers growing out of a pot. He's got some of these nice little flowers with some leaves. And his presence has also inspired flowers to grow out of this barren desert. I like that. And it's called Sand Petals. The white sands curse this card. The old man is well versed in secret passions. The florist guards the scent of jealousy. The rifle is loaded with inks. Authority, sabotage, adversity, temptation, rejection, bad omen. Ooh. Okay, I don't think I have enough to make anything more, so I'm going to talk to this lady, the Arbiter. So we made a bad omen card stained with bitterness and jealousy. Oh, what a pretty bird. Dear Fortuna, my name is Thea, and I write to you from the arbitrage office. Your personal situation caught the attention of my superiors, who tasked me with reviewing your case. I would like to interview you regarding your exile, and write a plea to your covenant's leader to revisit your case if we judge the punishment to be excessive. Yours faithfully, Thea, Arbiter Badge 210, rank Waxing Crescent. Let's invite her. And here she comes right away. She's purple themed. I like her. for having me. My name is Thea, Arbiter Badge 210. Thank you for coming, Arbiter. I really appreciate the office paying attention to my case. I have been isolated for 200 years so far. That's precisely why I'm here. The Arbiter's office recently discovered your situation, and we are worried it may go awry for the community. Excessive punishments beget rancor, and a 1,000-year-long exile? That's the perfect recipe to build up a lot of bad blood. And we all know what a witch can do with a surplus of bad blood. But I'm here to help you. Let me know about your case, and we'll look for a way to make you feel better. Thank you. I already had a meeting with Adana, the leader of your witch clan. Adana told me that you predicted the fall of your coven. She explained to me that she didn't punish you for that, though. She punished you because of how you handled it. Apparently, you plunged the coven into chaos, giving ill advice to any witch, telling them to prepare for the end times. And those actions almost destroyed the coven before its time. So she decided to exile you and deprive you of your deck, so you can meditate on the range and meaning of your powers. Now, that's the official version. I'm interested in what you have to say. Do you think what you did was wrong? I'm gonna be honest, no. A premonition that grave should be disclosed to the community. You don't agree with your leader's judgment. That is not dangerous per se, but it's a bad ingredient to add to the pot of imprisonment. What would you have done then? If the end were nigh, you'd like to know, right? I shouldn't give my opinion. I have to act as a neutral party, Fortuna. Next question. Do you think your punishment is fair? Should we lie? No, I don't like lying. Fortuna is ruthless and mean, but she's not a liar. Absolutely not. This is way too excessive. I understand. Hardly anyone would accept this kind of sentence. How are you coping with centuries of isolation? At first it was hard, but now I think I can manage. She's tough. I'm doing the Abramar voice. Why am I doing the Abramar voice? At first it was hard, but now I think I can manage. Wow, you are strong. I'll see what I can do to improve your situation. I can leave less worried about you doing something drastic, right? Yes, I believe so. I still don't understand why Adana deprived you of your tarot deck. I mean, if you're isolated, what does she care if you have your magic or not? That's something I'm supposed to reflect on while exiled. It's a pity, because I'd have loved to have my fortune read. Anyway, before I leave, as an arbiter I'm obliged to ask, anything to confess? Actually, I am crafting a new deck for divination. Oh, wow! That's bold. But I don't think what you're doing is illegal. Adana took your tarot deck from you, but she doesn't have authority over your new creations, yet. I'm sure she won't be happy to hear it, though. You don't need to report to Adana, right? I trust in the office's neutrality. Of course, unless you break the magical pact or it becomes relevant during a trial, we won't disclose sensitive information from our investigation. In any case, what I'm crafting isn't a tarot deck, it's something new. Oh, really? Can I see it? Would you like a reading? As an arbiter, it's my duty to make sure that your project doesn't break the magical pact, so I would love a reading very much. Yes, please. It'll be my pleasure. Is there something you want to ask the deck? I want to know what's in the future regarding my career as an arbiter. Very well. I'm going to draw 2 cards for you. The first one to look for opportunities and good omens. The second one to warn you about possible challenges or adversities. That's scary. Would you prefer not to know? No, please, go ahead. Alright, here we go. Alright, so the first one we draw is Sand Petals. Secret passions, jealousy, and angst. Okay, so we could go the easy route and apply this one to the bad side. Or we could see what the positive side of this card is. Just for the sake of seeing what the positives of this very negative sounding card are, I kind of want to side it to good. Crucial role in future politics. You're going to meet someone really special that's going to change your life. Or you'll make a very important arrest. It'll be someone from my coven. Ooh. Okay. So, I remember that authority had something to do here. And like secret passions and jealousy. That makes me think politics. I don't want those things to apply to her romance. So, I'm going to say you are going to play a crucial role in future politics within the witch community. What? I shouldn't! We Arbiters are a neutral party. Maybe it's something that falls into your line of duty. Maybe your splendid job as an Arbiter puts something misshapen back on track? Ah, that's great to hear. This is all speculation at this point. But what the cards let me see clearly is that it is specifically you who will play a crucial role in the future. Ah, the pressure. Okay. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. And lethargy. This one, introspection, yearning, passion, and power. We have to assign to the bad. Oh my, you are going to kill a witch. Oh god. Don't worry, everything is going to be alright. Oh, we have that 2 options for that. So, I very distinctly remember in my demo playthrough, it said something about her like losing a limb, and we don't get that option here. So that's just kind of confirming my suspicion that like the cards that we make actually do affect which dialogue options we get. I don't think this is about introspection and seeking truth and seeking something more. I don't think that doesn't make me think of killing. So I'm going to say that everything's going to be alright. And since I'm saying it based on my tarot deck, it must be true. Oh, that's it? What can I say? Some people are born under a lucky star. I wouldn't call myself a lucky person, though. If I was, I wouldn't have ended up as an Arbiter. Why do you say that? Aren't you happy? Well, I do enjoy my job, but I didn't willingly become an Arbiter. I miss so many things from being a normal witch. Like, dating and all that, you know? I'm sorry. It's alright, it's what I deserve. Can I ask why? Actually, you can't. An Arbiter's background is classified. Oh, I see. Happy to know nothing grave will happen in the near future anyway. Thank you. Well, what do you think of my new deck? I want to be feared. Well, I can see you are a formidable witch. Now I understand why Aidana would be afraid of you. That wasn't my intention. I'm sorry. No. I'm the one that's sorry. I hope I didn't offend you during the interview. Would you let me make it up to you? What do you mean? I'll put in a request to lift your ban on visitation. Whoa, can you really do that? Yes. I'm not breaking a rule or anything. I just requested a permit from the main office. It'll become effective as soon as my Arbiter's notebook gets updated with a moon stamp. Arbitrage forms are updated in the Master Grimoire as soon as my pen touches the paper. All of what I've written so far is already in the office archives. Talk about efficiency. Yes, there are witch covens all around the universe. We can't afford to be traveling back and forth to the moon temple all the time. Sorry, makes sense. And it's official. You can now receive guests. I hope that helps. This makes me happier than I can express. Really? That's good. Thank you so much. I'm just doing my job. Do you want me to let your coven know? Just let Jasmine and Dahlia know for now. I'm not ready to go public yet. It's been 200 years. Jasmine and Dahlia, those are both names from the grimoire. Jasmine is the one who made the grasslands after her mentor retired. And Dahlia is actually the huntress who we just made the card with her domain. And maybe that's just coincidence. Maybe these are just 2 different witches who just happen to have the same name as people in the grimoire. But I don't know. If they're the same, that's cool. I understand. I'll send a falcon to each of them. Thanks again. Well, I should be going now. Thank you for your time, and you for letting me experience your powers. Take care. Let me know if you face any inconvenience, okay? Bye! Okay, Chapter 2, Making of a Witch. I think I'm going to end it here, actually. Yeah. If you could see, we're switching down to Earth now, so. This was a big thing that surprised me from the demo. That it kind of switches between this mystical world on an asteroid and a very grounded tale of sisters and friends, humans on Earth. I don't know if the witch stuff is like metaphorical or if this is like prequel, like the Fortuna's past. But I'm very, very intrigued to see where that leads. So we'll see what these humans have to say in the next episode. I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood.